Good morning, everyone. We have snow on the ground and freezing temperatures here, so I think today is the perfect day to make holiday cookies. Now, these are cookies from my childhood. We are doing light and airy rosettes, pillowy Italian ricotta cookies, irresistible grandman cookies, and the world's easiest peanut butter cookies. I already have my apron on, so let's jump into the kitchen. We're going to start with the rosettes, which my grandmother always made at Christmas time. So I have all of my rosette ingredients here. The only thing I'm missing is 1 cup of sifted flour. And the reason we have to sift the flour is because we don't want any lumps in the batter. And we sift first and then measure. So the rosette or benuelos batter is super simple to make. Large eggs. Need to beat the eggs. Then I need sugar, not much. And I will link the recipe I'm following in the description below. Pinch of salt. Now I'm going to add flour and milk alternatively. The goal here is to avoid having lumps in the batter. Vanilla extract. Now this batter should be the consistency of pancake batter, which it is. Then I need to cover this with cling film and pop it into the refrigerator for 2 hours. My rosette or buñuelos batter is pretty much all chilled, and I wanted to show you how we make the rosettes. So this is a rosette iron, and it comes with these nifty little molds. I'm just unscrewing one to show you. So this is the traditional rosette shape, and then there's a star shape. And they just screw onto this wooden handle. I have about 1.5 inches of avocado oil heating behind me, and I'm going to let the rosette iron heat along with the oil. So this is the rosette batter. Give it a little stir here. And then I want to pour this into a shallow baking dish. In you go. It's much easier to dip the rosette iron into a shallow dish rather than a deep bowl. And I forgot to mention that I am heating my oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am checking it with my digital thermometer. I have a baking sheet here lined with paper towels. I also have a wooden skewer. So now we take the hot iron, and I'm going to dip this into the batter, but I'm not going to let the batter cover the molds. Shake off excess and back into the oil. And the rosette should fall off momentarily. And there they are. going to keep these hot. Rosettes cook very rapidly. I can already flip them. I'm using a skewer here. A chopstick would work as well. And you want these to become brown, but not overly brown. And believe it or not, these are already done. Just transfer to the paper towel. I'm happy to report that these rosettes and the other cookies we made on this day all turned out beautifully. Later in this video, you will see me light a fire, brew some tea, and taste test all of the cookies. And I should mention that many of these cookies will be given away as holiday gifts. Confession time. I ate a whole lot of these as soon as they came out of the oil. They are so delicious. Now, before I present these, I'm going to let them cool completely and then dust them with confectioner's sugar. When I was a child, my family had a neighbor named Josephina Maria Teresa Vicentiner Kegley. We called her Joe Kegley. And she made Italian ricotta cookies every Christmas, and I remember loving them. I do not have Joe's recipe here, but I will link the one that I'm following in the description below. These Italian ricotta cookies are soft, pillowy, and indescribably delightful. The recipe begins by whisking together flour, baking powder, and salt in a bowl. And we can set this aside for a moment. Then I need my stand mixer, or you could use a large bowl and electric beaters. Paddle attachment. Then I need the wet ingredients. Using a stand mixer or electric beaters, beat butter and sugar together until they turn pale and fluffy. Beat in a large egg. Then beat in lemon zest, lemon juice, whole milk ricotta cheese, and vanilla extract. This mixture looks downright luxurious. Then I need to add the flour mixture in 2 or 3 increments. And just mix at low speed. So I don't think I've had Italian ricotta cookies since I was a child. It will be fun to taste them again. I want to give this a good last mixing with my spatula. Now, I probably should have reviewed this recipe a little earlier because it says after you've made this cookie dough, cover the mixing bowl and chill for at least 8 hours or overnight. That's not going to happen. I think I'm going to chill the dough for maybe 1 hour, and we will hope for the best. The Italian ricotta cookie dough has chilled thoroughly, so I'm going to form it into little balls, and I will space the balls about 2 inches apart. Now, I hope I don't regret not chilling this batter for a full 8 hours or overnight. I'm not going to bake all of these cookies today but I will bake one tray of them, and then I will form the remaining cookies and freeze them and bake them off some other time. I'm going to flash freeze this tray of cookies, and we're going to pop this one into the oven. And our Italian ricotta cookies turned out just beautifully. I was afraid they might flatten out because I didn't chill them for the recommended amount of time, but instead they have their wonderful round dome shapes, and that's just what we want. I'm going to transfer these to a wire rack, let them cool, and then we will glaze them and decorate them with, I think, some colorful, festive sprinkles. And these cookies have a marvelous lemon fragrance. Can't wait to tuck into one or 12. The glaze for the Italian ricotta cookies will be very simple. Just confectioner's sugar, a splash of milk, and to emphasize the lemoniness of the cookies, I'm going to add just a drop or two of lemon extract. Just to make this glaze extra festive, I'm going to add a tiny amount of green food coloring. And we can dip each cookie. And then we can give these ricotta cookies a little shower of, this is galaxy colored sprinkles. Let's see what they look like. Now normally these cookies have a white glaze and then some like Christmas colored mix of little candied sprinkles. These look unusual, but they are absolutely delicious. At least I think they are. I haven't even tasted one yet. I have to let the glaze set up. Meantime, I'm going to prepare the next cookie. On to the cognac cookies, which today I'm going to call Grand Marnier cookies because that's what I'm using. Grand Marnier is an orange liqueur. I think it's an orange cognac. I need butter. We're going through a lot of butter today. I'm going to beat the butter just until it turns smooth. And by the way, you don't need any special equipment for these cookies. You could use a stout wooden spoon to beat the butter and other ingredients. And that looks very smooth to me. Now I need confectioner's sugar. An egg yolk. Then I need a bit of Grand Marnier. Now, you will not get drunk from these cookies because first, there isn't much Grand Marnier in the batter, and the alcohol will cook off in the oven. And the Grand Marnier simply adds a lovely orange perfume. And now we can add flour bit by bit. And again, I will link the recipe for these cookies in the description below. And please excuse my dog who is barking at a squirrel right now. And there, our grandman cookie dough is made. That took what? Less than 5 minutes. If I forgot to mention it, I will link the recipe for these cookies in the description below. I want to transfer this cookie dough to a medium-sized bowl. And then, as with the previous 2 recipes, I need to let this dough chill in the refrigerator, preferably 2 hours or so. I'm probably going to chill it for 1 hour, if that. And while you chill the dough, the flour particles absorb all of the moisture in the dough. I'm forming the cookie dough into 1-inch diameter balls and will bake them for about 25 minutes. I'm sorry, but I have to try one of these for you. I probably have confectioner's sugar all over my lips, but I don't care. These cookies are simply divine. They are crisp on the bottom and the sides and soft and super fragrant in the middle. Love them. And the final recipe is, as I said earlier, the easiest peanut butter cookie in the world. Now, I have loved peanut butter cookies since I was a child. So I need peanut butter, and this is just regular creamy peanut butter. I will post the printable recipe for these peanut butter cookies in the description below. The recipe is so easy. I can just give you the measurements right now. So that's 1 cup of peanut butter, a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Some recipes say to use a whole cup of sugar, but 1/2 cup is enough for me. And 1 egg. There is no flour in this recipe, which means these cookies are entirely gluten-free. And then we just stir and stir and stir until the mixture becomes too stiff to stir. See, the mixture looks very loose right now. You will wonder, how on earth am I going to form this into cookies? But the more you stir, the firmer the dough becomes. Then grab little clumps of the dough and form each clump into a 1-inch diameter ball. I'm spacing these cookies about 1 inch apart, but it really doesn't matter because these peanut butter cookies really don't spread. My oven has preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you know anyone who is on a gluten-free diet, make them a batch of these cookies. They make a terrific holiday gift. I like to give these cookies the traditional crosshatch pattern. So tines of a fork in one direction, and then the same markings in the opposite direction. And these go into the oven for 15 minutes. peanut butter cookies are done. These cookies always look raw when you first take them out of the oven, but they really firm up as they cool. And I'm going to let these cool on the pan for about 5 minutes, and then I will transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. And later today, we will light a fire, brew some tea, and we'll try all of the cookies we made today. And for the rosettes, I'm going to use confectioner's sugar mixed with a little cinnamon. Not sure how much cinnamon to use. We shall see. Maybe a little more than what I added. I'm trying to avoid having a mostly white landscape. And then these great beauties can go on this little blue cake stand that one of my very kind viewers sent. And I'm going to try one of these rosettes. This is one of the rosettes that didn't turn out perfectly. These rosettes or benuelos are like eating crispy air. And again, this was my grandmother's specialty each year at Christmas time. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to light a fire, brew some tea, and then I will meet you in the parlor. I almost forgot the peanut butter cookies. Let me find a platter for them. Since the cookies are brown, I think a white platter will work just fine. Oh, these cookies really smell like peanut butter. I did not add any vanilla extract to the mix because I don't think these peanut butter cookies need it. Darjeeling autumnal tea. Into the parlor.
In the quiet evening, snow is falling, and from every window shines a light. Somewhere in the distance, drums are...
Well, we had quite a baking day today, but just look at all of these beautiful, beautiful cookies. Now, I've already tried a Grand Marnier cookie for you, and I tried one of the rosettes for you. So I need to tuck into an Italian ricotta cookie. I'm not exaggerating. This is one of the best cookies I have ever eaten in my life. It's very lemony, and the texture is very soft and almost pillow-like. I hope you will give all of these cookies a try. And of course, I need a peanut butter cookie. This is way over here. I'm going to break this in half. Remember, these are not only the easiest peanut butter cookies in the world, they are amongst the most delicious, and they are gluten-free. It's like eating slightly sweetened peanut butter that you can hold in your fingers. Delicious. In the comments below, let me know if you have a favorite cookie from your childhood. I'd love to hear what it is. Thank you so much for spending this day with me as I made these cookies and ate these cookies. Now again, I will link all of the recipes to these cookies in the description box below. And on Sunday, I will have another Christmas themed video for you, and I hope you will watch. And until then, please treat yourself very, very well. Please eat some cookies, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now, friends.